Okay, I'm just going to get the link here. Pop into Discord. Whenever it loads. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to get the link here. Oh, sorry. Live stream is live. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do today is look at a new feature that's dropped that hasn't been announced, but it is live. So this should be of some really good interest to people that are currently using Bun to get the files locally. Oh, just try reloading that. Yeah, so this is a, I'm not going to say replacement, alternative route. So instead of installing the Bun server on the computer, we can now just hit J to see our scripts. And we got a new button. We'll make sure this is all displaying fine. Yep, we got a new button up here saying Connect Folder. So the first time you press this, you're going to get this sync to local folder. Now, I haven't done this. So for the initial sync direction, now the first option is browser to folder. So obviously I've got all the code that we've done so far loaded here in the browser on the left here over here. So if I want to create a new folder, which I'm going to do for the purpose of this video, I can say browser to folder. And then this is going to open up this. And it's going to ask me to select a folder. So I'm going to select this Tycoon game folder and hit select folder. I'm going to be asked for permissions. So I'm just going to say yes. And now if we come down to our C drive, go into that Jamango sync and have a look. What have we got in here? Oh, okay. So we get a source folder. So instead of the old, I think it was project folder. So inside the node modules is our usual API scripts and all that good stuff. And then in our source folder is actually our project files. So that looks pretty cool. So one thing I am going to do is just jump back to here. Not that one. Tycoon game. Just want to copy the guide and the UI guide and the README. So it has it. So I don't think it actually populated them. No. Okay. So there's a bit of feedback there. But I'm just going to put them in there just so they're always there. Now, if I open anti-gravity. I'm going to open that new folder we've just created. So that's back here. Jamango sync, Tycoon game. Don't save. Just going to say yes, I trust the authors. Okay. .1. Okay. Right. So I think that should all be fine. So let's just jump back into game here. Come off of that. So I don't need to download anything anymore. I can do it straight from the browser. This should work pretty cool. So let's remember where we got to last time. So we added some UI for our current money and how much we're making a second. We got this nice little stats panel. And that was after implementing that UI guide. So what are we going to work on today? So I'm going to say, let's add the ability of the player once they've maxed out 6 droppers on each floor, not each floor, on a floor. A new buy button spawns that allows them to buy a new floor. This new floor will spawn at a Z of +10. Make this a const so we can configure as needed. Use the existing buy button prop. But we also need a teleport to the next floor. So floor 1 teleports to floor 2 section. Once we've bought a new floor, add a teleporter user prop. I'm just going to reuse this cell box for now. Let's just see where it gets to with this. It's not available. Please upgrade to the latest version. Upgraded? Usually tells me if there's a upgrade. Let's just... Oh, I should have copied that prompt. Try it again. Let me just select that. No. Okay. Where is... Doctor myself here. Okay, fine. Screw it. Let's just go... I've been quite enjoying Jamango, but let's try Opus 4.6 and on. Yeah, I'll work out how to upgrade it at some point. So it'll be interesting to actually compare how... I mean, I don't really know much about Claude Opus 4.6. That seems to be doing well. I'm guessing I'm going to hit a rate limit on it there. But we'll just see how far we get here. See, it was a bit slower, but it is on the thinking model. I don't know why. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah, so this is intentional, just a temporary prop for the teleporter. Yeah, Y. I don't know why I said Z. Yes, Y is correct. And then I'm just going to say proceed. Just go for it. Just go for it. This is kind of the fun of AI, is you just let it loose. So reading through this manual verification, it looks like this is all looking okay. Let's see what it starts to do. We've added one line to the assets, which is the teleporter ID. Does seem a lot slower than Gemini, but that could mean that the quality is a lot higher. Remains to be seen. It's adding some bits here that it's not quite liking. Oh, that's interesting. Why is it not liking J.bet3? Interesting. I mean, I'm sure it exists. What's it going to be? Assets? Also, it's imported there. Okay, we'll worry about that in a second. Shouldn't cause any issues actually in game. Oh, it'd be interesting to see. Just add in new files. Global. Yeah, okay, so those go in the folder, so it resolves that bun issue. How are we getting on? Still going for it. It's added something here. Then a lot of type issues with this setup. But again, it shouldn't cause any issues actually inside. Okay, it's kind of just guessed that they will be exposed. Important areas. Okay. Ah, this looks awful, but it is just these, I think. Hey, Dom2. Yeah, it's coming along good. Oh, that's really cool. Have you posted any screenshots of the UI you've made? Haven't had a time. Haven't really had a chance to look through the Discord yet. Okay, so it thinks we're done. It thinks we're done. I'm just going to accept them all. Ignore that these are all red. Just see if we've got any errors here. No, looks good. So there is there's a buy button here, so it's not quite where we want it, but let's. Do I need to interact? What do I need to do? Didn't do anything. So it could be. Well, I just need to wipe. Come back in. Add some money. Oh, all the buy buttons have stopped working, interestingly. Let's have a quick look. What's going on with the buy buttons? Just going to add console.log collision. No, we're not getting anything going. So we can do. That's what I wanted. Button tray is loaded, but the collision's not being called. For some reason. I mean, this is a separate. I don't know why that would break. Definitely got the money. It's just not getting that collision at all for some reason. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I look forward to seeing that. Do you reckon it'll be ready by Thursday, Dante? Oh, sweet. Um, log. Check quantity. Just give us some indication of what's going on. No, nothing. My word. I guess we still got stats, which means we've definitely got a player profile. But why wouldn't we have collisions? We've not got any errors. Oh, I wonder. This should be on a different trait, but console.log. It's definitely not. I mean, even sensor, if that was censored true or false, it shouldn't make a difference to a collision. It's only when two things are censored true, they won't cause a collision. If one of the two is censor false, it will. And the player definitely should be censor false. What I'm going to do quickly is just save this world. Leave. Come back in. Let's just check the buy button trait. Definitely got my console logged in there, so that was working fine. Well, we knew that because we were getting the button trait loaded. So there is something weird going on with on entity start collision. I'm just gonna. It worked last week. Ah, nice. It makes it read only. So what can we do here? We can do in the buy button trait, just pass an empty array. Can I do an empty array? Oh, I need to do that. This auto population stuff is annoying. Stop it. And just do that. Check one, check one, check one. Oh, because it's now collide. So the collisions are working because this is colliding with the floor prop. Wait. Oh yeah, everything is colliding with me. So we know collisions are working fine. We can rule that out. Okay. And come back to here and take that off. So we know there isn't some massive bug with on-entity collision. The most likely cause is one of these filters. So if I get rid of the target a second, get rid of that comment. Cool. So I'm not getting anything here. And now it's working. So there is some issue with the target and the player profile trait for some reason. I don't know what that reason is yet. But what we're doing, just to see if we can get this working, we'll get rid of these for now. Come back in, so buy, check one, 2, 3. I don't think that should do anything. Okay, then we get the floor button. And if I now play over that, we get the second floor and a teleport. So the teleport is not doing anything. Again, I guess we're getting the collision issue. But it does look like that's all worked pretty good. Let's pop out of that. Let's go to the teleporter trait. Get rid of the target on that. Now, I'm very sure. I don't know. Oh yeah, there we go. So it's not increasing the prices properly. I didn't mean to do that. So we can work out the pricing issue in a second. So the first 4 or 5 episodes, we didn't use AI at all. And then since then, everything's been AI. Just because I think that's how a majority of people are probably gonna create in Jamango. So I thought it was, this works perfect. I thought it was a good idea to show that whole process of writing a prompt, getting the output, sort of refining that output, being able to debug that output from the AI, because it doesn't always do what you want it to do. So it's counting that properly. 117, yes, so stone droppers, that's 1. That's an extra 1. And yeah, cool. Go back to that stats panel. The diamond droppers drop 110. Interesting. But they also drop 0.3 blocks a second. Does that make sense? You should do 1 a second. 1, 1, 1. And this should do 1 every 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, about that. So that's all working. And we can go and buy the 3rd floor. Okay, I need to move the position of these. Oh, it can definitely be annoying. I think what helps is to get a good base. We did a lot of the player profile by hand. So we designed that. So we had we designed a lot of the initial population of sort of Tycoon elements like the floors, the droppers and stuff. So we had a good base for the AI to work from. I think the other thing I've learned, hence where the UI guide came from, was actually you need to be really specific with the AI. So I think if I was to start a project like this again, one of the first things I would do is write a really big sort of game design document that I would get the AI to refer back to. In this case, I kind of substituted that with some base code. So it kind of knew what it was doing. One of the first things I did when we started doing the AI is I just said to the AI, look, review the code and tell me what this game is and what it's trying to do. And it quite accurately came back and said, it's a Tycoon game. It's got droppers, it drop resources. So it understood the code base enough. I was quite happy with that. If I didn't have that, then yeah, I think I'd write a really detailed game design document to kind of structure that. But this is working fine. We need to work on this 1024 because it's obviously resetting the values of the buy buttons every time. These teleporters are a bit janky, especially when we're out here. Was it put us back to floor 2? Should have got rid of this buy button as well. Got a couple of things. I mean, it did it on this first one. I don't know why this is so temperamental. There we go. But this is a pretty good base to start with. Could add some UI buttons to teleport us between floors. Just check the stats panel. The recording. Floors unlocked 3. Is it 3? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Where do I actually want these buy buttons? So I probably want them sort of on the edge here. Okay, so We need to scale the dropper by bottom price. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things you can do is get it to generate some code for you, and you know what it's trying to achieve, so you can kind of then reverse engineer the code to understand it's not always going to do the right thing. Hence the UI guide. It used to mess up UI something terrible. But it's definitely a new way to. I don't like it. Yeah, okay, that makes sense as well. I think one of the other ways you could utilize AI, which is how I've mainly utilized it before this project, and Paintball Wars, actually, Paintball Wars, I've used it, is rather than getting it to generate scripts for me, is I give it a go, I try and make what I'm trying to make, and then I'll say, look, this is what I'm trying to do, this is the code I've come up with. Is there a more efficient way that I could do something? Is there, this is it. I think this is why it's not working. I'll come back to this in a second. Yeah, so I'd feed, I was using ChatGTP, so I'd feed it the code, feed it what I was trying to do, and then say, look, is there different ways to do it? Is there more efficient ways? Are there any performance impacts of the code? And then it would come back not with a script, but with, you've done this way. Perhaps you could do it this way, or the way you've done this could cause a performance. Exactly. So if you're unfamiliar with TypeScript, really, so it's not, Mangolango is just these API calls, but actually the core essence of what you're scripting in is TypeScript. So if you don't understand the TypeScript syntax, and the intricacies of that, it's really good to, just get AI to explain stuff to you. What do we need to do? We need to scale the dropper by button price per floor correctly. At the moment, it acts like, wait, no, I'm going to say a new floor acts like it's floor 1, dropper 1. It should really be dropper 7 for the buy price. See if it understands. Cool. I'll catch you later, Dante. Oh, global slot number. Let's have a look what this is doing. See, we're passing the floor and the slot. Or were we? Maybe we weren't. No, because I don't think that's changed. It just wasn't taking that into account, maybe. No, it wasn't. Because it was returning just this. So it was only looking at the slot, not the floor. Now it's should be taking a look at both. We need to somehow try and spawn that 4th floor. Should be easy, just jump on that. And chuck myself at this. Need to fix this teleport. That's worked. That didn't work. That's slightly annoying. There we go. This looks better. Hey, to grey. 491. Again, the formula we got for calculating the drop of prices isn't quite there. What we're doing, just an exponent of 1.3. So we'll do some rounding and stuff to make that look a bit nicer, but that's working. I'll have to do a math session actually and work out prices and resource prices. That'd be quite fun. I need to work on the positioning of these new buttons. 80 Grey, have you seen this new? You can't see it, but you don't need to use bun to get the files anymore. You can do it straight from the browser. But can I not actually? Oh, I do like that. If you use this method, you can't even change anything here anymore. Very nice. I like that. So to fix that hole, that's bugging. And I can get rid of these. Don't need these. And fix this floor. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Let's just have a look how plot utils spawn. Why is it spawning? Buy button offset +3. Oh, buy button. Position after the last. Yeah, no, it's really cool. I went through it. If you skip back the stream, I did it at the very start. Seems to be working really good. Really good. So buy button offset +1 -2. So that's up. That's fine. That's about where we need to be. Current floor, plot ID. Buy button offset. Buy button offset is 6. So it probably needs to be plus, no, because it's that and that. Let's just see if that puts that in a better location. Oh, of course it fails. Let's sort the teleporters out as well. Teleporter, oh no. Spawn teleporter +5. +5? Let's change you to 6 as well. X. Oh, wait. That's 0. That's +10. I think that would be, yeah, there we go. That's not +10, it's going to be +15. How's it going? Oh, it is literally right there. So it needs to be +17. +2. 5, 6, 7, yeah. There we go. Teleport. Teleport. And then, yeah, final floor. And if we buy these ones, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's what we want. And then when we buy a floor, that bunch disappear. Make sure when we buy a floor, the buy floor band is no longer spawned and or despawned. Well, that's the quick way down, right? Still need to work out what's going on with these collisions properly, but I mean, it seems to be working just fine there. Just for some reason. But temperamental with players. There we go. I think what I will do is it still okay. So I think that's done. Let's give it a second to update. Need to race to the top again. The floors have we got now? I think it was only released today and it hasn't been announced, but yeah, give it a go. Let us know what you think. Now, when I buy the but yeah, perfect. That's what we want. Okay, so using the UI guide.md, create a set of UI buttons that allow the player to go up and down floors. Left and right arrow. But in between those arrows are a lowest ground floor and highest floor button for quick teleporting. What's wrong with the unicorn backpack? It's a beautiful backpack. Okay, how's this getting on? So we created a new file. I love, see, another feature of this is, I go to client. Oh, it hasn't actually made the file yet, but you know the issue with when it creates files, you used to get weird files with the folder as the file name. That's fixed with this new folder sync thing. There we go. New file in its proper location. Beautiful. And it's done already. Okay, interesting. Let's see how this goes. And I don't see any UI. could be. It knows it's missing. Oh, it's still working. My apologies. It's not finished. Hey, it's created a command. I didn't want to say it, but I was like, it's going to need to create a command. Actually, no, it wouldn't. It could have done it client side. It would have been fine. I think setting the position on the client side is absolutely fine, to be honest. Wait. Oh, yeah, okay. Here's to false. I will need to investigate this on entity collision stuff after. Oh, current floor, max floor, floor update. Very interesting to see what it's up to here. Set player floor. Interesting. Oh, okay. So it's pulling it directly in server.ts, which is. Let me close all you. I'm getting confused. There's client. I don't know where server.ts is gone. There it is. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's see how this is done. Oh, wow. Okay. That's really interesting. That's going to be the... And that is very cool. I see what I wanted the commands now. So as I use the tele... Okay, I think it's on floor 2, but the collision's a bit wonky. That is really cool. I didn't expect this. That is super cool there. Nice. And again, we're going to make these floor props the actual pieces of a skyscraper. But the height looks perfect. Yeah, it shouldn't be an issue because it's all going to be props, so it shouldn't be affected by light too much. They are casting a shadow. Have props always cast a shadow? I guess so. I wonder what's happening there. Can we work out what is going on with the teleport tray? Because we're getting here, because we're getting the message. Target ID. If TP.player ID is not equal. It's got player ID, so that's being set. Okay. Hey, Lines. Yeah. Lines, this will probably be interesting for you as well. There's a new button up here that allows you to sync the files to a folder. And then locks this so you can't edit it in the browser. Seems to work a lot better than the bun way. It was a lot easier. You just, I think it says connect folder when you first log in. Choose a folder, populate the files and then sync them as you're playing. Target ID. So I guess it is passing. It's just for some reason, this is being funny. Because we know all this is getting pulled. And that's getting sent to the player. But, okay. That got called multiple times. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. But it's this. When it says teleported to floor 3, I'm still on floor 2. I don't know why that's happening. No, I don't even know. Target ID. Console.log. Player ID. Trait. TP.player edit. This is Google's anti-gravity. Okay, so it looks like those IDs all match. Those IDs all match. Okay, of course it's working perfectly now. There we go. Yeah, it's just for okay. It's the set entity position that's failing, I guess. I did worry if the prop trait was somehow populating the target ID, but it doesn't look like it is. It's just this is being funny. Tell you what we could do. Falling. No, that hasn't helped. Oh wait, I think no, because this is running on the server. Yeah, very confused. Yeah, see, it never updates. If it's set to false. If it's set to true, sorry. So yeah, weird. Looks like, don't know, it's dropping off or something. But other than that, we have made some really cool progress. Goodbye all the floors here. So it means we're in a really good position for next week to be where we want to be, which is when you reach floor 10, you can rebirth or prestige. So the first one will be floor 10, then it'll be like floor 15, etc., etc. It's going to be crazy. Seeing people build massive skyscrapers. But that's about it for this week. The button disappearing coming next week. Which button? Oh, once you've bought the dropper. That's a fair point. we don't need. Oh no, we're going to keep it because we're going to add the ability to then upgrade the dropper. So it'll be like an additive upgrade. But it'll be for that sort of final floor. Additive just means it won't be. You'll get more diminishing returns rather than an exponential or linear growth. Yeah, you'll get a linear growth, sorry. So you could upgrade the dropper on your last floor, kind of that when you're close to the final floor and you just need an extra push. So you will be able to upgrade your droppers, hence why the buttons are still there. But yeah, that's it for this week, guys, and I'll see you next week.